Well, welcome to another exciting episode of... What did you say it was, 91?
91 and 36% humidity.
Yeah.
That's from the Weather Channel.
That's from the Weather Channel. This is a wet cloth. I just watched our daughter's... two of our daughter's videos.
When the last one hit with the dinosaurs and everything.
There's an asteroid flying by Earth right now. It has our family and friends on it, so we're going to beam back up to them. Anyway, yeah, fruit's good for you. I don't know what, well, first of all, what's the kitty's name? That's a cute little kitten. And you're a cute little girl, too. Cat.
Cat.
Yeah, she had one video with a little black kitten.
Yeah.
Oh, an asteroid, not a meteor.
Well, still.
Anyway, so yeah, fruit's good for you, fresh fruit. Now, I like what you said you looked up planting the cherry seeds. That's good. I tried to do that many years ago when I lived in the hill country, and it didn't work. But I didn't do it the way you're doing it. I put them in ice trays and filled them up with water and kept them there over the winter. Now, will cherries fruit in Texas? Because they have to have a pretty good frost, you know. Even if not, they're still pretty. You know, they're still nice to have around. I would assume they would bloom. And you say you like oleanders. Have you seen the movie or read the book White Oleander? I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it.
Let me let you hear what he said about this particular asteroid in comparison with the one that hit us in Russia.
Anyway, I'm just like going back and forth and trying to not be too hot. And, no, the prepping stuff. I would recommend this. It's a thin book. I want to get the title and author.
So there you go. That is the scary part, Wolf. That there are a lot
basically, what she says is take 20 bucks a month. If you can't afford any more than that.
She can get us a small or medium pizza, so she wants our information from Ed's Crossroads.
Okay, medium.
A small or medium of what we want on it.
Jalapeno on half of it. You like mushrooms, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, baby, it's like, I went out and watered the plants, but, you know, Mommy has gone and laid down twice today because...
Well, it's just a way of resting, so I don't wear myself out.
And our wonderful neighbor over here has her music sky high. I went in the bathroom to wet this, and it does feel better doing that. And boom, 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 boom. Now, I don't know how much your lot, well, the size your lot is, because I lived in a mobile home park in the hill country, and, you know, I tell you, you know, look, I'm really worried about you living in a mobile home in Tornado Alley. Okay, pure and simple. I mean, I know there's not a whole lot you can do about it, but I guess if you can't do anything else, if a tornado is coming, you get underneath it. I don't know. You know, but yeah, it concerns us. But you know, and then when we first got up here, we stayed with this couple for 2 or 3, 4 months. I don't know how long. It didn't turn out good. He has bipolar. Doesn't take medicine, and he's constant. His mood swings are constant. Anyway, I know that a lot of mobile home parks, the lot that you have is really small. Now, the one we had in the hill country, of course, it's Texas, so you don't necessarily have to have a south-facing garden. You're going to get sun. Well, the hill country. I mean, it's a country, you know, it's rural. But what I would do is take like the white wire fence, you know, it's about yay tall. You just stick it in the ground, and I would take sticks. And what I would do is I would take like those cheap tinfoil pie pans and tie them up so they would hit against each other and make noise. And they would also reflect, and the deer don't like that. And I'd also, on the sticks, I'd tie long pieces of white cloth, and the deer didn't like that fluttering around them. So that kept them out.
It makes noise, it scares them.
Yeah. But we didn't have a whole lot of room to grow a garden, but back in those days, you know, that's early, mid-'80s. People didn't deal with container gardening the way they do now, so we didn't have a container garden. Somebody gave me a geodesic dome greenhouse, but it needed to be tied down and, you know, anchored, and it never was, so it would, every time the wind would blow. You know, in the hill country, the wind gets going in those between the hills, you know, and it gets pretty strong sometimes. And then the flooding, because the water has no place to go but down into the, you know, the lowest area. And the Guadalupe River was right out front, and when it flooded, you stayed home because you couldn't get onto that road going between Kerrville and Hunt. But I don't know what medical issues you might have. You know, Mommy has diabetes. Your sister Carrie in Minnesota has diabetes, I think. So eating fruit. I don't.
Fruit's not bad.
Oh, it's a fruit juice.
Well, it's not bad for you. It just goes into your system a lot faster because it's already digested. Basically, you're just pouring liquid into your stomach, and your stomach will digest it fast, process it fast, and it'll just go right into your blood sugar.
Okay. And
the difference between eating an orange and drinking orange juice. Orange juice sends your blood sugar up real fast, and orange is more gradual because your stomach has to work on it and take it apart.
Okay. So you were eating fruit, so that's good. That's good. Now, I like your idea about going to the farmer's market. We have one up here. Actually, we probably have quite a few that we just don't, you know, we only know about. Actually, we went through a town the other day, and they had a sign for a farmer's market. I don't remember if it was Richmond or what town it was. Anyway.
Oh, Ranch.
Ranch, okay. It's a ranch farmer's market. You want to know how rural it is up here? The other day I went fishing in the rain. Didn't catch anything. And that day, and then the next day, Mommy and myself went down there so she could see how to get there and everything.
Oh, the other day you went for a ride and you slammed on the brakes and tried not to hit a squirrel.
Oh.
I'm like, ah!
And the squirrel's like, he's not getting out of the way. He's like, runs this way and then this way, then this way.
You know how squirrels get kind of like nuts.
Yeah, it's like, come on, just run out of the street. Quit running. Starting to run out, then run back in. Starting to run out, run back in. Starting to run out.
And why is it that a damn robin will always fly in front of your car instead of turning around and going the other way? It's like, ah!
And once when we were driving into Keene, this owl during the day,
like swooped down in front of us.
Yeah, and I was like, whoa. It must have been something he was after because he went into the...
Yeah, I think he was trying to get something.
We have a lot of chipmunks up here. They're little itty-bitty things. But for guns, you know, I don't know what you have. I would suggest you go to Sportsman's Guide and see about getting a adapter for, I think it's a 32, and you can put that in the Mosin. That way you're not going to be getting the, you know, the kick that you're getting with the regular Mosin ammo. You know, Mosins are definitely not designed to not kick. You know, your body absorbs that. And I don't want you getting bruises on you any more than I want Mommy getting bruises on her. But yeah, this is a good book to start with.
Okay, she got them so large because they don't have mediums.
Oh, thank you, baby girl. Basically, what I mean, like, I don't have glasses, so I can't read it to you right now. But basically, what she says is you put $20 aside each month. $20 is for your prepping food. Buy a bag of flour, big bag, like 25-pound bag of flour. Buy a big bag of beans, which you can't find up here. You find them.
Where did we find, was it big bags of rice? One of the stores, I think it was the Hannaford over in Ridge, wasn't it?
Maybe so.
I think it was a 10 or a 20-pound bag of rice.
There's big bags of rice, big bags of flour, big bags of beans.
We found big bags of flour.
What?
We found big bags of flour.
Oh, yeah. And look, if you have diabetes, you probably already know this stuff that I still don't understand, but Mommy over here, you can't see her, can you?
I'm hiding.
There she is.
Hey, beautiful. So damn hot.
Yeah, it is. It's still, this is still moist.
Yeah, at least we don't have a lot of humidity.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
I'm one of these people, as long as I have fans running, pretty good.
But anyway, like, what we do is we buy we have a big plastic crate type box. We got it at Walmart, and that's what we put our prepping food in. But you know, and if you have,
how hard that is going to be to carry, though.
Yeah, it
when
would.
It's full.
Yeah, we would have to have a vehicle or something.
Pack mule.
Yeah, I mean, we have a vehicle, but I mean,
we get like a 4-wheeler ATV.
Yeah. But what I was going to say the other day, when I took your Mommy down to the lake, the road, when you go down South Street or South Road or South Avenue, whatever it is, from here in town, you go south, and the road dead ends, and you can either go right or left. You go right, and it's a dirt road. Actually, it's a dirt road. That road is a dirt road. You go left, I believe it turns back into a paved road. But you go right, it's a dirt road. And then there's the sign that says, "Summer highway only, you know, pass at your own risk, no road maintenance in winter," or something like that. Can you imagine how deep the snow is going to get on it?
Well, what we didn't realize, it's in a state park. It's part of a state, that rhododendron state park, and I think that's why they say they don't do maintenance during the winter.
Oh, so it's like a park road instead of
yeah, it's not a regular road.
And then when you come out,
but you have to go very slow on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
About 20 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Fast
and you still have to maneuver because all these potholes.
Yeah, it's like, be careful. It's like,
yeah. Well, the first time I drove my mother's car when I got my learner's permit, I was in Devereaux, and she had come down there, and I drove down the dirt road going from like the main campus to where the vocational part was, and she's yelling at me because I'm a brand new driver, you know. And
it doesn't help yelling at brand new drivers. It only freaks them out.
Yeah, you know, and there's these potholes in the road, but you know, we would walk to and from the vocational area.
Yeah.
You know, so I wasn't used, and I'd always driven, you know, in driving class on the roads, on paved roads. So we're going, you know, she's letting me drive her car. It was a brown 4-door, small 4-door, and you know, there's these potholes. I'm like, well, I've never had to, you know, look out for potholes before. Anyway, so Yeah, just, you know, buy some herbs. Like here at the dollar store, you can buy a good sized bottle of herbs for $1. Put some of
different means seeds or spices.
Spices.
Yeah, spices. Some of them are more easier to find than others are.
Yeah. But you know, get some baking powder, baking soda, flour, sugar, vinegar, salt, beans, rice. Those are all great survival items.
And white rice keeps longer than brown rice.
Even though brown rice is probably better for you, like she just said.
Because they've removed the oils from it. When they took the hull off of it.
Yeah, and he's down here over our boy over here, and he doesn't like this either. Can you imagine though that I found him in my mother's house where he had been for a week with no electricity, no AC,
I can't imagine.
no water, no food. He was bald, almost completely bald. Look at some of the early videos on this channel. Poor thing. It was skin and bones. Anyway, I am just like babbling because. But you make good videos. It would be nice if actually if we could afford it, we would send you a laptop, but we can't afford it.
Who? Cat?
Yeah.
She said she has a laptop.
Oh.
Well, they're going to get things from their neighbor, like.
Oh, Wi-Fi from their neighbor. Oh.
From their neighbor.
Okay. Daddy is old. He doesn't remember things.
Well, I don't know if maybe she hadn't told you.
Yeah, that's possible. Anyway, so this video is like 17 minutes long. So, anyway, Oh, and one thing I would say to both of you about ammunition. Get as much as you can, as fast as you can. Because I
start cracking down on it.
Yeah, because you know these supposed ricin attacks that have been going on, which I believe are staged by the government, but they're going to be using that to go after people like us who have guns. I've never shot a person. I hope I never do. I don't want to. Neither one of us has done that. Neither one of us ever want to.
Probably the only person I would willingly shoot would be a police officer, because they're kind of a pain in the ass to me.
Although our town cop is.
Well, you never know when his mindset's going to change either.
Yeah. Well, we better end this. Bye.